I love my microphone. My microphone was so far away. Now it's closer. Hi. Hi. How's it going? How's it going, Facebook? It's Monday. Woo! It's time for a little exciting mayhem. And I'm dancing. I got the Dixie Chicks. It's going. Yeah, it's good. Hey, how's it going? So I'm super happy to be here. You know how much I do love me a good Monday mayhem. And I was in church yesterday, and I love church. I've become a little ridiculous about church. I'm really excited because my coaching Take Me for a Test Drive. I've already talked to a couple of people, and they're test driving me, and they're having a really good time. And I've gotten to do some really cool stuff so far. So I'm really excited about it. And I had a really good time in church yesterday. And I had a good time in church, and it made me think about what I want to talk about today. So here's what I want to talk about today. We were talking in church yesterday about social relations and connections giving meaning to our lives. And I've been trying to figure out how to talk about these things that have been happening to me recently. One of them is that I'm really starting to look at how I use language and how people talk about how I use language. So that's one thing I've been working on. I'm giving a lot of thought to. And then another thing, hi Mel, how are you? It's nice to see you. Another thing I was really thinking about is I've been thinking about how language happens and the words that we use that we've used forever but are not necessarily good words, because I've been confronted with that from some students. And then I've been really talking about how I connect with other people and how I present in the world and how people are seeing me in the world, because I'm trying to book all these fanning the flame workshops around the country, which I'm so excited about. But I'm booking all these workshops all over the country, and I was asked to do one, and then it fell through for a number of reasons. But I got this really partly because I called it off, because I got an email that was really shockingly not very nice, and from an activist, and I was like thinking really hard about it, and I was like, wow, this is really, in my former years, it would have been this email that would have just devastated me and ripped me apart and made me go, I'm not on the right track, I should just give up. But instead it made me go, oh, clearly the universe doesn't want me in that community, I need to go to another community, and so I'm just going to put this away and focus on other things. And then 2 other workshops came up, so it was really awesome. So I'm really excited because I'm getting ready to book one in Bloomington, Indiana, which it means I get to go back to where I did the first Fanning the Flames. So I'm really excited about that. And then I got this really amazing email in the same time that I was dealing with this woman not being very nice to me by email, like total stranger, didn't even know me. So that was like super bizarre. But what I loved about this email I got, and I have to read it to you guys because it's awesome. But it's from a friend of mine who's been really given some thought to the patriarchy and the insane shit that's going on in the nation right now. And so anyway, she said to me, and she gave me permission to read what she wrote, which I'm really excited about. But she said to me, I love you so much for how you inspire me and so many others. You're onto something here, Missy. Don't let anyone stop you. Keep going. And I needed that because this email was so out of place and really bizarre. So I've really been thinking about who we are, what our priorities are. And so for today's Monday Mayhem, I'm going to read my friend. My friend gave me permission to read what she wrote about the patriarchy. And I'm going to preface this with the fact that something just got posted on Twitter about how some state level elected official said that if he were a woman, then after the age of 50, he would never need another gynecological exam. And someone on Twitter was like, do you think it just closes up after 50? And it's all like, never mind. There's nothing there anymore. And I had this whole visual of like a uterus and a vagina just sort of closing up and being like, bye-bye. Because clearly after 50, it's all over for women, right? Because that's only 7 years away for me. So whatever, dude. Still need to go to the gyno. Still need to get the breast self-exams. Right, Mel? Isn't that hilarious? Like, no more vagina for you. It's just out the door. But ironically, men have to start getting their prostate checked more and more after they turn 50. So I'm just sitting here going like, what the crap is wrong with you, dude? You're going to go get a thumb up your ass? But, you know, whatever. Anyway, the patriarchy. So I'm going to read this really powerful poem from my friend. And then I'm going to move on with my day and go raise some hell. And I hope you all do too. So here we go. How dare you? How dare you? Even as your power continues to obfuscate reality, I have to scold you like a goddamn child. Hi, Andrea. How are you? Like your mother who has finally had enough of your antics. I must call to your attention your selfish idiocy and narrow-minded worldview where only the penis rules. Only men may release their power and will on the masses who so carefully defend your power even though it destroys everything they love, even themselves. Hey! How dare you mock the autonomy of women, their divine ability to make decisions for themselves and their families. Damn it, they've been doing it for millennia. Too powerful for you to comprehend. You warp reality to make it bend toward yourself away from justice and equity. You bend and warp and contort the facts. You twist and writhe to meet your new lies in order to fit within this creative world. And then you violently shove women into it. How dare you think that your position entitles you to expertise beyond your knowledge, to power beyond your understanding, so that you may destroy families and love and lives and communities, so that you may control women. Your outrageous lies and callous rules and selfish greed leave you void of empathy, void of reality, void of scientific knowledge or understanding, void of thought behind the front of your own damn nose. How dare you build a patriarchy so strong that even you do not understand its depth, that even hundreds of years of building knowledge of shining bright lights on your dark, insidious greed, so that even woke, powerful women and men cannot break it down into its basic core, cannot see how their very breath continues the status quo. And you smile and laugh as you strip away our hard-fought rights. You beam with pride at every rule and every law that builds you back every brick of power we tore asunder decades ago, that puts us back closer to where you want us, subservient, small, powerless. Your use of abortion is a tool to belittle what you don't understand. Your 20-week ban, your 15-week ban, your procedure ban, your stupid, thoughtless rules that serve only to entertain the patriarchy as you watch us jump through hoop after hoop in the name of your game, which is zero sum for women, zero sum for families, zero sum for communities, meant to keep us down, meant to keep us busy staying alive, striving for wholeness that you took away millennia ago, spending every waking moment playing your fucking game instead of tearing it down brick by brick, ripping down, burning down the patriarchy. I will no longer play your game. No more dancing before you so you can throw me crumbs. I will no longer stand by in silence while you rape my sisters so that you may retain a power I hope to use. I will take what is mine, all the power and wisdom in the universe, and I will teach my sisters and all our children, one by one or by the crowd, and we will all rise up and let it all burn down. Let it burn. And so that was by a friend of mine, and she's just mad. She's just super mad. And she said, please, you know, I said, can I share this on my Facebook Live? And she said, yes. And I said, can I add it as a guest post on my blog? And she said, yes. So I was really excited about that. But there's so much here that just we have got to be done. These 15-week abortion bans, when women don't even know they're pregnant for the first 2 weeks of after conception, are really horrifying, because basically what that means is it pushes us into the window of the first trimester, and they know exactly what they're doing. So passing a statewide ban that says you can't have an abortion after 15 weeks is going to kill women. It's going to cause huge problems for women, and it's going to be super problematic. And the bottom line at the end of the day is we've got to have these really complicated conversations really loudly, because we cannot sit by and let these injustices happen. And we have to engage in all out mayhem. And this is really why I've been talking about helping women find their voice on the stage, however that is, whether it's the stage of my blog or the stage of my Facebook Live or the stage of their own making. Like, hey, Janessa, how are you? We really, really, really critically have got to start saying, I'm done. Like, here's what I need to do. Here's what I need to write. Here's what I need to get out. Here's what's got to happen, because I am just fucking done with the patriarchy. And in any way you can express that, in any way you can find the way to write it, publicize it, speak it, however that's happening, we cannot afford to be quiet anymore. Because and this is the thing that I keep saying to people, like, the patriarchy's grabbing onto the edge of the cliff, like the Grand Canyon, and they look like Gollum, and they're like, the patriarchy's dying. We have to hold on for dear life. And I think we're there if we can keep rising up and figure out how to stop coming after each other and stop being pissy at each other and stop criticizing each other for doing it our way and just saying, oh, good, you're breaking it down that way. That's fucking awesome. Thank you very much. Good job breaking down the patriarchy. That's rad. You should do that again. Do that some more. That's not my jam. You're not doing it the way I want you to, but I'm just going to let you have at it and not be mean to you. Not be mean, because I am just sick and tired of the mean girls. Sick and tired. And the more I become vocal, the more angry the women are getting at me. Not the men. The men are like, good job, Missy, you're a rock star. Like, the men are, my friends who are men are like, girl, you are saying it. I'm so proud of you. You're so amazing. I love what you're doing. You're so awesome. I hope you get all the ladies involved and all the women involved and all the people, so they figure out a way to find their voice. And women are just coming after me like crazy. And I'm just kind of over it. Really over it. So then when I get these beautiful messages from women who are like, burn down the patriarchy, not just break it down, not just take it down brick by brick, but honest to God, let's have a tank girl moment and just drive through the whole entire fucking thing. Shall we? Yes, I think we shall. So there's a couple of things I would really love for you to do. I would really love for you to respond to anything that pisses you off today or this week about what's happening in the world. So if it's something that the administration is doing, then do something about it. If it is something that your local state legislature, which is now back in session, is doing, then totally be vocal and out of control about that. If there is someone in your community who's being an asshole to other people, then you should call them on that shit. In the meantime, the other thing you got to do is you got to put out the good juju. So one of the things that I've been trying to do is send love and handwritten thank you notes to my friends for being my friends. Because this is really hard work, and we're going to get really tired, because this is a long game, not a short game. Long game, not a short game. Breaking down the patriarchy is going to take some time. So I've been really working on intentionally thanking the people that I love the most. I've been really working on making sure that the programs I'm creating and the coaching that I'm doing and the writing that I'm doing is really engaging women in badass action. And so if I'm helping women get past their fears so they can give a speech, so they can win an election, which is something I got to do last Friday, which was so awesome, then that's what I'm going to do. And if you need help doing that, let me know, because I've got this like super jamming special going on that you can work with me for an hour and take me for a test drive, which I'm super excited about. If you want to do a guest blog on my blog, you can totally do that. I'm always happy to do that. I've got a podcast coming out tomorrow with a friend of mine in Seattle who called me and said, will you be on my podcast? So if you know anybody who does a podcast that you love and you think my voice should be on their podcast, you should send them an email and say, I think you should have the bird on your podcast. And you can also make sure that other people know who I am and know who you are and know that you're fighting the patriarchy too. So, so if you're going to do that, you all know how to find me. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, birdgirl1001. Tell other people about my brand of advocacy and the stuff that I'm doing, and make sure people are getting connected to the website and all that good stuff. And in the meantime, you know, thank you for all your support, and thank you for coming on here, and thank you for being a part of my Facebook Live. I'm going to be doing some stuff in the next month where I actually put these videos online for real, not for fake, like get them all edited and put them online and get some stuff going online. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I just hope that you engage in some mayhem and you really, really, really figure out how your connections are giving meaning to your lives, and really fight the patriarchy with the rest of us, because it just really, we're over it. And so it's Monday. Go raise some hell. Love you all. I think you're awesome for joining me. I think you're really cool. Don't forget to spread the bird word, because the bird word totally rocks. Have a great Monday. See you on Friday. Bye.